today is June 30.
Wait, can you get it now?
Ano ginagawa niyo dyan?
There's a mosquito.
There's some mosquito. So today is the last day of school. At yung dalawa ay nagpapanik dahil mayroong lamok. Why? Bakit sa'yo pupunta?
Because I have very good blood in Reese 2000. Excuse you? Did you know?
So you're saying that you have a sweet blood?
Yes.
Wow.
And if they don't come for, and if they bite you and then they die, then that means you have very bitter blood.
Half day lang kayo ate, di ba?
So you have to pick me up 11:30.
So I have to pick them up at 11:30. So that's the last day. Inaantay namin yung bus. And yan, dito na. Lapit na yung bus. Ando doon na yung bus. I will try to share kung ano yung ginawa namin, paano namin na-acquire yung bahay, paano nag-umpisa, paano namin ginawa ni Aisha, or ano yung mga steps na kailangan yung gawin para makakuha ng bagong bahay. Especially yung i-share ko sa inyo is, this is something na ito yung totoo or actual na nangyari sa amin. And a disclaimer, hindi ako professional, hindi ako mortgage, or hindi ako yung realtor para to really explain everything in technical terms, but this is something na i-share ko based on our experience and nakita nyo naman from before. Talaga nga namang ginawa namin to na nag-decide lang kami ni Aisha last year, so nagtuloy-tuloy lang. Kaya naman ito, i-share ko sa inyo basic steps na natatandaan ko na i-share ko sa inyo. And this is a disclaimer, this is just our own experience. It can apply or it cannot apply to you, but at least you have the idea. So yung first step is to really decide whether kukuha ka ng brand new house or a second hand house. Depende, decide kung anong klaseng bahay ang kukunin mo, depende kung saan community, depende lahat sa priority ng family. So for us, kung nakita nyo dati, we decided talaga na gusto naming ma-experience yung mga bata, gusto ma-experience yung bagong community, yung bagong school, and syempre yung bagong bahay. So yun talaga yung pinaka major decision namin ni Aisha, kaya kami napunta dito. Pinaka ma-a-advise ko is to really know bakit mo siya kailangan gawin, kasi lahat tayo may iba't ibang priority, lahat tayo may iba't ibang decision sa buhay. Pero for this time around sa amin, we really decided, pinag-isipan talaga namin mabuti, and dapat alam mo yung dahilan mo. You must know your deep why kung bakit mo gagawin yung isang bagay, kasi maraming challenges, sobrang daming challenges ang na-encounter namin, and ang nag-hold on lang sa amin is bakit, yung deepest why namin, bakit namin ginagawa. It is really yung lakas ng loob, yung desisyon na kailangan mo siyang gawin. Yun talaga ang mag-decide para ma-achieve mo tong kailangan mong gawin, kasi it will really break you, kasi maraming challenges, hindi siya biro. So again, you really decide kung ano ba talaga, kung bakit mo siya ginagawa. And for us, masyado nang malalim yung deep why namin, kaya siguro kami tumagal, kaya siguro pinush talaga namin tong bagong community na titira namin and yung bagong bahay, dahil ito yung gusto namin. So I think this is our dream house, kaya talagang mas malalim pa. Hindi lang siya yung dream house, pero mas malalim pa yung dahilan bakit namin siya ginawa. Ayan o, ito yung mga bagong bahay, bagong community rito. So dito na kami nag-i-start maglakad-lakad. Yung mga naunang mga lugar na nabuo dito, and yung sa amin is hopefully mga siguro given time, mga siguro 6 months from now, magiging ganito na rin yung mga itsura, mga buo na rin yung mga bahay. Yan. Alright, so step number 2. So yan yung pre-approval. So sa pre-approval, bago ka magtingin ng mga bahay, syempre dapat magpa-pre-approval ka muna kasi yung pre-approval na yan, dyan magde-determine kung magkano or nasan yung budget. So para sa amin, yung pre-approval talaga dapat mag-select ka ng best mortgage specialist na na kayang laruin yung inyong numbers. Kasi kapag bagong bahay or magpapa newly built house ka na from ground zero, it will take you about 1 year. Most likely about 10 months in total. Kaya yung inyong mortgage specialist nyo, dapat trusted ninyo, well connected kayo, at hindi kayo iiwan. Kasi merong mga cases na mga kakilala ko na yung mga mortgage specialist nila is biglang nawawala. Biglang nagsuswitch. I'm not so sure kung totoo ba talaga yon. Yung mortgage specialist ninyo is really dapat reliable and i-guide kayo all through the way kasi sila lang din yung magiging way ninyo or paraan ninyo para ma-acquire ninyo yung bahay kasi hindi lang siya sa pre-approval, meron pang actual approval na magaganap. So, kailangan nyo lang kaibiganin, kailangan nyo mag-comply dun sa mga requirements, kailangan ninyong sundin lahat ng sasabihin niya kasi siya lang talaga yung magiging guide ninyo. So, again, in order to prepare dito sa bagong bahay, it would take about 6 months ng pag-build, 2 months of paglalakad ng permit. So most likely, depende sa builder, 6 months to 10 months ang pag-build ng bagong bahay. Susunod dyan is yung down payment. So sa down payment, ang nangyari sa amin is that when nagkaroon na kami ng pre-approval, yung first step is to have a down payment sa pagpapareserve ng lote. Yan. So, kami nag-down payment kami, nagpa-reserve kami ng lote para at least sa amin na yung location or sa amin na yung lote. So, nag-start kami, nagbigay kami ng $1,000 as a down payment for the lote, for the lot itself. Now, yung 1,000 na yun, it will go towards dun sa total na down payment. And then, nung napareserve namin yung lot, sumunod na dyan is accept na ng builder yung down payment namin sa lote. So, ang sumunod na down payment, so kukumpute mo yung down payment ng bahay is yung actual cost ng bahay. For the first 500,000, ang down payment is 5%. Anything that is exceeding from 501,000, moving forward, will be additional na 10% yung down payment. So for example, ang worth ng bahay na pinapabuild is sabihin natin 600. 500,000, ang 5% nun is 25. Then yung remaining 501 to 600, so parang 100,000 yun. Ang down payment nun is around 10%. So the down payment for at least the 600,000 worth ng bahay is around 35,000. Yun yung kailangang i-prepare na down payment in order for the builder to start digging, to start putting permits, and to start building the house. So again, the numbers, 500,000 is 5%, more than 500,000, so 501 to kung magkano yung worth ng bahay is an extra 10% down payment. So, darating na yung time na meron kang mga upgrades na dapat gawin. So, kung yung bahay is very basic, nasa standard, so hindi pa siya doon natatapos. So, you will have your touch. May mga upgrades na dapat gawin. So, yung upgrades na yon will be an extra cost doon sa bahay na pinapabuild. So, yung cost na yon will be something na in separate mo rin siya babayaran. So, when it comes to upgrades, so dapat be sure, you'll be wise kung ano yung mga dapat i-upgrades. And yung sa amin, ang isa sa mga in-upgrade namin is itong fireplace. Tapos yung quartz dito sa table, sa center, sa kitchen table, and then sa mga washroom. And then ang pinaka major na pina-upgrade namin is yung pina-widen namin yung driveway namin. The standard is around 16 feet. Ang ginawa namin as suggestion ni Billy na ito yung mga mahihirap gawin na hindi mo siya basta-basta magagawa. Gagastos at gagastos ka rin. Kaya from the standard na 16 feet. So from the standard na 16 feet, ang nangyari is pinawiden namin siya to 21 feet. So para malawak yung driveway dun sa labas. So yan, again, extra cost for the driveway. You need to really think about it. Ano yung mga bagay na pwede mo namang gawin as a DIY na madaling palitan. No, so nasa sa inyo na yon. So spend your money wisely. Spend your upgrades na dun sa mga bagay na hindi mo kayang gawin. So the fifth step will be the closing cost. So yung closing cost will involve the lawyer and the mortgage. So yung mga conditions is dapat ma-secure kasi yan yung re-reviewin ng lawyer para magkaroon ng mas magandang transition ng possession date. So for the closing cost, kailangan pa rin mag-prepare ng pera. So, bukod dun sa down payment, meron pang closing cost. So, yung closing cost will cost you about at least 4%, at least 3 to 4% ng cost ng bahay. So, saan yung closing cost na budget? So, yan yung mga land title transfer, documentation, at kung ano-ano pa. May deposit pa dyan na mga ilalagay, katulad na lang din yung sa landscaping. So may deposit kaming nilagay dyan kung sakasakaling dapat magawa yung sa front yard namin. So depende sa builder, depende sa location. So yung closing cost, parang umabot din kami ng 4% nun para ma-close yung deal sa bangko at sa amin. So, the last step will be about the possession date. So, the possession date is about giving the keys. So, with all the process na nakita namin, kala mo, with all those things na nangyari sa amin, so that's a disclaimer, parang pag kinukwento ko siya is parang napakadali. O, mag-decide ka lang, magpa-pre-approval ka, mag-prepare ka ng down payment, mag-antay ka habang binibuild yung bahay, dadagdag ka with the upgrade cost, tapos i-prepare yung closing cost. Parang ang daling sabihin, di ba? Pero with all those challenges, lahat na nagpapabuild ng bahay, lahat ng bumibili ng bahay, they have their own challenges na dapat nyong tumagos, dapat nyong malusutan. Kasi iba't iba yung mga challenges natin when it comes of finances. So, yun yung dapat nyong i-secure in order to have a good transition. Pero, hindi lahat smooth, perfect. Hindi yan magiging smooth, perfect lahat. Yung iba dyan talagang kailangan lang talagang maitawid yung mga requirements and syempre yung mga down payments. So, lahat tayo, may kanya-kanya tayong paraan. It's really up to us paano natin gagawin yon. And again, it all will end up on how you will decide kung bakit mo ginagawa yung isang bagay, ano ba yung pinaka-deepest why mo, bakit kailangan mong tumagos dito sa proseso na to. Kasi yun lang din naman yung magpapalakas ng loob mo doon sa mga bagay kung bakit mo ginagawa yon. So, hopefully may natutunan kayo sa mga bagay-bagay na pinagsasabi ko. And right now, as of today, June 30, nakaka 6 months na kami dito. And mas marami kami pang challenges. Kasi wala pa kaming isang taon dito, and with the adjustment period, with the finances that we have, sabi nung mga nauna sa amin na nagkaroon ng bagong bahay, it will really take about 2 years to have those adjustment. And I think tama naman talaga sila. We are in a certain process that we have to face, and we have those challenges that we have to conquer, and we have those priorities and timeline that we have to figure it out. So again, hindi naman kami nagsisisi kung bakit kami nag-decide na kumuha ng bagong bahay, bakit kami nag-decide na dito mismo sa area na to ang pinuntahan namin. It's really all about for the kids, for a good community, and for a good experience. Kasi ko nga dun sa isang kasamahan ko, it's really just, you only have one lifeline para magawa or ma-experience yung mga ganitong bagay. We only have one lifeline. Kunin mo na yung mga bagay na gusto mong makuha and i-experience mo na siya. Kasi you'll never know what tomorrow will bring us. What is important is what is today, and yesterday is already an history that we learned. So today is something new na gawin mo yung dapat mong gawin. We are not assured what is tomorrow will bring us, but what we can do is about move forward, plan ahead, and be thankful every day. So I think that's it for now. So maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay. Makitip, makitrip at makitravel dito sa amin sa Buhay Canada, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.